Have you ever wondered why the youngest soccer players play 4v4? We are here to solve that mystery, to see how to set the formation for them and how to coach them the first principles of soccer.
Yes, you can coach all of that even when the kids are so young. Let's go!
The most obvious reason is that you want them to get as many player actions in a short time as possible. Player actions, like passing, shooting, and tackling, should be packed, and adding more players on the field will limit the density of it. Every player action is interleaved with the next player action. While dribbling, you also try to see where your teammates are. Opening up to receive the ball, while anticipating your teammate losing the ball.
At 11v11, the frequency of these player actions is much smaller.
Have you tried talking to a 5-year-old with a sentence as long as this one? They will switch their attention halfway through it. Unlike other sports, you don't wait for your turn in soccer. The attention span is much shorter and players just see what is in front of them. And that is not that far. At that young age, players cannot kick the ball far. If the playing area for them is within the distance of 4v4, then adding more players means that some of those added players will simply not be part of the game at some points. With limited attention span, they will mentally leave the game and will miss the point of having them on the field at that time. Finally, adding more players will not help creating teaching opportunities. 3 reference points determine the play area: the ball, the teammates, and the opponents. Now, the proximity of those reference points determines their influence. For example, in an 11v11 setting, say there is a movement of the ball, teammate, and opponent on one corner of the field. That will influence the soccer context for the players in that area much more. But on the opposite corner, it might play very little role. In the 4v4 context, we want the players to always be in the play zone, so that they can see how their player actions influence each other. I talked to a coach one time who told me they don't coach formations until 9v9 and the kids are over 10 years old. Well, that coach doesn't do their job. Most of the time players will have 1v1 duels that they will practice. While it is not about coaching the formation, it's about using formations to coach positions and roles. We pick the diamond shape for coaching 4v4 always, but we will also cover few more for your understanding. When coaching, make sure you play all your players on all positions, so they have that experience in their formative years. The diamond shape, or 1-2-1, is the most natural formation for you to coach the players. They will learn what it means for a player to play as a striker versus a defender. The striker will play high up the field, while the defender is the last player back. For the wingers, the only rule should be not to cross to the other side, so the left winger always stays on the left half. Now, within these rules, it's important for the players to understand that they move as a team, all the time, and they help each other. While you pick the diamond shape, you might start to notice that a player stands out physically compared to the others. Maybe they are a bit older or have grown much faster and can run much faster and longer than the others. Also, it is very normal for the team to be heavily imbalanced, where some players have played for several years and others have played for only several minutes. At that point, the formation might become a 1-1-2 or even a 2-2 because the best player starts playing like a central midfielder and dominating the field. Nothing to worry about. As long as the team is having fun and learning, it's fine. If you need to intervene, you can ask that best player to play on the wing. That will limit the field movement. Alternatively, you can give a special assignment to that player, such as being able to shoot only after passing to a teammate.
What can you teach at 4v4? Actually, a lot!
Back to first principles, they are all applicable at 4v4. Of course, we assume you 8 or younger players. Here are several things you have to coach.
Firstly, you have to have fun while playing soccer.
That doesn't mean winning all the time. Giving your best and trying to play as good as you can, individually and as a team, is the fundamental principle of any player and any team, from grassroots all the way to professional.
Secondly, teammates are here to help you.
When you have the ball, they are here to give you options to pass to. That way you keep possession of the ball even if you don't have good options to score. Also, on defense, your teammates can provide cover and you should provide cover for them. Soccer is a team sport where you want good teammates, and the best way to get them is to be a good teammate yourself.
Thirdly, the ball is ours and we want to play with the ball.
Ask any player if they would rather play with the ball or defend while the opponents have the ball. They will all choose to have the ball. So the incentive of aggressive defending as a team to recover the ball is created at that age. Kids are told daily to share with each other and wait for their turn. That is not soccer, and it is important to instill in the players' minds that there is difference of just playing and competing.
Fourthly, space management is how you dominate the game.
You wouldn't phrase it that way for 6-year-old kids, but that is the principle. The idea is that we want to create more space when we have the ball, we want to limit the space when we defend. You would often hear compress when defend, expand when attack.
Finally, you can learn the 3 actions of defending.
You can challenge for the ball, you can delay the opponent with the ball, and you can mark players without the ball. These techniques and the concept of compressing when defending is all you need to coach at this age.
There you have it!
Hope you find this helpful when coaching the soccer younglings. It all starts at this 4v4 formation with the skills they acquire and the fundamental principles you build with them.
Thanks for watching and have soccer fun!